Hey nail friends, welcome to Painted Jab. It's your favorite licensed nail tech, Jenna Alexander. And if you are new here, these videos are about me building my nail brand business. So like and subscribe, follow along, get some tips and tricks. If you're interested in starting your own business or building your brand, and we can grow together, learn together, or whatever. Basically, this video will be about me creating my own labels for my products because purchasing labels through another company can get very expensive, especially if you have products that are different sizes or have different labeling names on them. You'll have to buy separate labels for every single thing, and even 100 labels usually starts at about 30 bucks for a very basic design. So I'm making my own labels for under $30. Okay, so these are the products that I will be including in the manicure kit. This is just some of them. These are what needs labeling, what needs labels. So I've got my storage box, my manicure pouch, cuticle pins, and then all of the liquid containers. And as you can see, everything is different shapes and sizes, so I will be needing different labels for everything. So these are all the products that will get labeled. All right, those are all the products, whatever. I made my own labels before, and I decided to jump on Google to figure out how it's done. There was a couple of articles and a couple of videos that I checked out, and it seemed pretty easy. So I decided to give it a try myself. I jumped on Amazon and got the products. Basically, it's two things that you need. You need water slide decals. I have an inkjet printer, so I have inkjet paper. If you have a laser printer, you want to make sure you get laser decal paper, or you'll probably have some issues. This seems pretty simple. It just says create your design, print it, seal your design with a clear coat, and then cut it out. And then you soak your decal, you position it on whatever you want to place it on, and then you allow it to dry. So pretty simple. There's 20 sheets in this pack. This was $13 on Amazon. And then I got the crystal clear acrylic coating as well. So basically you will print out your image on this paper. You give it a spray, even coats. You allow it to dry. I believe you do this twice. I don't know. I'm gonna go over it in the video and show you guys how it's done. So those are the two things that I purchased. This crystal clear was $9 on Amazon, and this inkjet paper was $13 on Amazon. All right, and then to make my my labels for all of my products, I use Avery.com. Obviously, there's a bunch of other template making sites that you can use. Use whatever you want. This one was the easiest for me to use. Basically, they have a ton of templates. They also sell printer-related papers and all of those things. You can check out their site for all of their products, but I'm sure there's like thousands. But I just use their templates. They can also print out your images for you if you decide to use their services. But like I said, it can get a little bit expensive, and I'm doing this for under $25. So basically, I just created my labels for all of my different products using their templates. It was super simple. All you have to do is pick the design, the template that you want to use. You can use whatever images you want. You can upload whatever text you want. And basically, I have different labels for all of my products. So I'm going to use the bigger ones so you guys can actually see them. So these are my info on the top. It's what my item is, how many ounces it is, and my website. So that's the acetone one. Let me see. Because some of them are kind of small. As you can see, the bottles are really tiny. These are my cuticle oil pen templates that will go on these cuticle oil pens that you can see. I think it's best to print out your designs first on a piece of paper so that you can line it up and see how it's going to fit on your actual product. So I'll use this hand sanitizer bottle as an example because you can see the logo through the bottle. Where is my hand sanitizer? All right, so here's my hand sanitizer logo. And if you see, this bottle fits those words perfectly inside. I don't know if you guys can see that, but so when I print this up on the water slide decal, I'll just be able to cut it out, slide it on, and it'll fit perfectly on this little area here. So here, these just say Painted Job on them with my brand logo, the website. And as you can see here, these will fit perfectly on these pouches, as well as on these clear boxes. And those will be placed in the center. So that's what I'm using, Avery.com. I log on to Avery.com on my phone and I click on my name. I go to projects. Here are my saved projects that I have for all of my labels. I'm going to create a new project and just walk you guys through. So they have a ton of different templates. You can scroll through. They have all different shapes and sizes. You can choose one that's pre-made or a blank one. I'm going to do a blank one and just show you guys how I make my logos. I go into my camera roll on my phone, grab my image, and just place it where I need it to be placed. Now I am going to make a product label. We'll just call this Polish. I'm going to change the font. They have tons of different fonts to choose from. And then I'm just going to drag that to where I want it to be placed and also expand it. I'm just going to add my website to the logo as well. Now I'm just going to add my website by entering the information in the text box. And I'm going to center that and place it on the bottom of my logo. I'm just going to adjust everything so it's centered. And this is how it will print out. I'm going to save it and it will be saved to my phone. I can pull it up whenever I want to. And then I can print out as many logos as I need for. Or you can have them do it. I don't know what the cost of them printing is, but if that's something you're interested in, you can look into it. So now we are just going to print out these bad boys and see how they turn out. We're gonna print them, we're gonna spray them, and hopefully we'll have some labels for my product. All right, so I'm gonna be printing out some 2-inch decals. These are what I'm printing out first as my test drive because it's kind of a larger image compared to the other ones. So I'm gonna put that in my copier. And the printer paper on one side says print on reverse side. So I'm putting the words face up in my printer so that it will print on the correct side. And I also had to change my printer to a glossy, specialty paper glossy, which is also recommended here. Recommended. So let's just give it a test drive and see what happens. Color. Fingers crossed. And as you can see, these are all of my packages, all of the bottles that need to be labeled. Software bottles. Sanitizer. And like I said, these are all in my last 2 videos, the Amazon Shein haul or the Amazon haul and the Shein haul. Let's just see what happens. It's going really slow, slower than normal. Oh, it's looking pretty good though, you guys. Eee. Okay, can't wait to show you guys once this gets out of the printer. So let's see what the next step is. After we print our design, it says let it dry for 3 to 5 minutes. So we'll take a little break after that comes out of the printer. Okay. Here it is. Looks good. Right? There's no like smearing or anything like that. I think it looks pretty good. So I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna come back in 5 minutes and then I'm not really sure if you guys can see this, but I'll probably change my camera the next spray I do. But after you printed it and let it dry for 3 to 5 minutes, you are supposed to apply an even coat and let that dry for 1 minute of this crystal clear. And then you do that 2 more times. So you'll do a total of 3 times, covering everything. You want to do it in a well ventilated area. So I've opened up my door so that air can go through. I'm just going to shake this up and we'll spray our first coat on. If I take this off. Okay. So I'm just going to hold it up here and just spray this way. And then I'm going to go across it the other way too. I'm going to let that sit for a minute, come back, and then spray it again. Alright, I'm going to add my second coat. This way, go this way. And this is just to make sure everything is covered. And this stuff is really strong, so definitely make sure that you have a very well ventilated area. All right, now I'm gonna go in with the last coat. Ugh. The last coat. And then you just want everything to dry for 5 minutes. I'm just going to finish spraying the rest of my labels and allowing them the time that they need to dry. Once they're all dry, they'll be ready to be put on my bottles and containers. And I will show you guys how I put the labels on to my products in the next video. So thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye, nail friends.